Now going to the National League side of things for a little bit, you have the 5th and 6th outfielder because Otani's not an outfielder, he's a DH. 6 guys move on. You're looking at Juan Soto with 1,048,781 votes. Corbin Carroll, 1,019,472. And Andy Pajes, 962,219. Personally, I think Pajes and Carroll are the clear 2 that should be moving on to the next round out of these 3. They've been consistent pretty much all year. And Carroll went on a very surprising power stretch, too, where he's shown that he could be a 5-tool player.
Look, I think, it's very easy to look at Juan Soto's first 2 months and turn your nose to it, but Juan Soto's had a terrific June, and even during this Mets losing streak, he's been the only guy hitting, it feels like. I think, with his recent power surge, I think they said he's hit 9 of his home runs in June so far. He's got himself up to 17 now on the year, which means he's going to get to 30. I'm happy with where Juan Soto is at. I think his recent surge is actually going to be what propels him to the top of this because you're going to get more recency bias. But when you look at these guys overall, is Pajes really a better option than both Carroll and Soto? No, I believe Carroll just went on the injured list, if I'm not mistaken, with a fractured wrist. But I think, so that might pull him out.
He did. He has a chip in the wrist.
What was that, Corey?
He has a chip in his wrist. I don't think they gave a timeline yet on.
There's no timeline, and I know there was questions about whether or not he was going on the injured list, but I think I saw that yesterday. So I'm not exactly sure where he currently stands, but I know he's dealing with some injuries now. But Juan Soto is the one who's trending up. And I think that's why Juan Soto is the one who gets the edge of the 3. Now, I mean, Pajes, though, on the other hand, yes, he's been one of the guys carrying that Dodger offense, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I got to agree with Ben on this one, though, as much as I don't want to. I mean, Soto, he didn't start off great, but he has had a fantastic June and then, has started to look like how he did in the past. And if you look at, his numbers, he's pretty close to, Pajes and Carroll. So it's and if you had to pick one out of those 3, Soto, easy. Is the best one
I still lean Pajes to me, my top out of those 3, just because he's, carrying a Dodgers team. And honestly, I think he's just been a more consistent player over the stretch of the season. Not that he's not a better player. Obviously, Soto's the better player to the 3. But consistency, I think you got to reward that, especially when the numbers are very similar.